countries. Like I said, recently I am focused mostly on Asian, mostly only on Asian and African countries on my TikTok. Why? Because TikTok is mostly popular in Asia and in Africa, so I have many young friends from those countries. And hey, on my Facebook, for example, on my Facebook account, I have many people from life extension, longevity, even biological immortality. But here on TikTok, I have mostly young people, because TikTok is mostly popular in people under the age of 25 or 30. So I have many young people. Hey, today topic of today life is singularity. Singularity, like on my t-shirt, Singularity 2045, because I will explain in a moment what does this mean, concept of singularity. But yes, like you see, this is today even the topic of mass culture, because you don't have to. By the way, I bought this t-shirt in a simple supermarket, so I don't have to order this t-shirt on internet. I just bought it on supermarket. And this is very important concept for me, because like I said, I have mostly young people on my TikTok. Well, I am I am not old, but I am close to 38 years old. I will be 38 this month. And I am very interested in the concept of singularity. First of all, the main proponent of and make this concept famous was Ray Kurzweil. Ray Kurzweil is American futurist, author, transhumanist, innovator, and he popularized this concept in his book Singularity is Near from 2005. I recently he released his latest book, Singularity is Nearer, because it's nearer to us. Okay, in his book Singularity is Near from 2005, he predicts that singularity may happen in the year 2045. I'm sorry, in 2045. And what is singularity? Singularity is the point in the future, point in time, when Ray Kurzweil predicts that it will be the key point when it comes to development of our technology, when all technologies, biomedical technologies, artificial intelligence, other technologies will develop to the point when, well, hey, we will not actually know what is going on, because the progress and the speed of development will be so fast. So this is the point Ray Kurzweil predicts may happen in the year 2045. So it's like only little more than 90 years from ahead before us. And yes, for me, the most important thing in singularity, the most important thing, what I'm, oh, I have some message, switch now to, okay. So the most important concept of singularity is biological biological immortality, which I am interested in. Well, I am getting old, my hair is getting gray every year, and maybe you are young, because I have many young people on my TikTok, but hey, you should think about your parents, your grandparents. And yes, a scientist predicts, and this is now today the hottest topic, scientist predicts that in 10 15 years we may achieve what is called longevity escape velocity. And longevity escape velocity is the point in the future where, hey, every one we will alive, every single life we're alive, science will extend our lifespan, remaining lifespan, by more than 1 year. So it will be like departure point in human history. And this not implies full regeneration of our body, but it will be the point when actually that will stop, and we will have great opportunity to live forever. And like I said, nobody wants to die, okay? I don't want to die either. We need to develop these technologies. We also at the same time develop other technologies, like we need to find a cure for many diseases, because what I remember this sentence very clearly. Aubrey de Grey, one of my heroes, who constantly think that longevity escape velocity is 12 years before us, and he say this sentence for 20 years, but this time I do believe him. And this, from what I see in when it comes to development of artificial intelligence, we may actually hit that point. And he said very important sentence, which I am I always will remember this sentence, because this sentence changed my life. In my 20s, I not pay attention to my health very much. I smoke cigarettes, I ate junk food, I don't shy away from alcohol. I was overweight, so I did everything wrong when it comes to my health. But then I came across of great work of this gentleman, David Sinclair, then later Aubrey de Grey. And what Aubrey said, it's very important. He said that it probably will be more feasible, it will be easier to find cure for aging. He not used this term. It will be more feasible to prolong human life. Okay, so the first technologies that prolong our lives will give us 10, 20, maybe 30 years to our lifespan, than find cure for cancer. And cancer here is only example, because there are many diseases that we can find cure. Alzheimer's, heart disease, many heart disease, diabetes, although we have under control thanks to today drugs. But there are many diseases that we can find cure. So he said that it will be probably easier to find cure for old age, to prolong our life, than find cure for cancer. And this, my friends, this sentence changed everything for me, because till then, it was around 4 years ago, I do believe that I have only one short life, okay? Like everybody, I believe, hey, I will be live like my, maybe if I will be like my grandparents, my grandmother from my mom's side lived till 86. My grandmother my dad's side lived to 88, so they were close to 90. But my grandfathers live only till they 65, 66. Well, they don't pay attention to their health, okay? So maybe that's right. But hey, I thought that my life will be like their life, okay? Maybe I will, if I will be lucky, I will be live to till 80. By the way, I was born in 1987. I was born in 1987, like I said, I am from Poland. And back then, in 1987, the average life expectancy for men in Poland was 66 years. 66. So the average. So there were people who maybe pay closer attention to. I'm sorry, message. Closer attention to their health, and they live like 70 couple. But of course, if average was 66, there were people who live only till they 50s. It's crazy. If you are 66, this was the average life expectancy in Poland, you should chase tiger, okay, or climb on trees. You are young. You are young, 66, and this was average life expectancy for men in Poland. Now is a lot better, but it's not perfect. It's 75 for men. For women is 82. Generally, women live longer than men because of the not only because of the lifestyle, okay, because they have some advantages compared to men. They have estrogens, other hormones that support their immune system, so they I'm sorry, in mostly countries they live longer, but not that longer like in Poland, because in 1987 it was like women live 10 years longer than men, and in Russia it was even more. 11, if I recall properly. In Russia it was when I was born in 1987, it was 11 years disparity between men and women. So hey, I will ask question: do we men are separate species? Are we a separate species? No, we are different. We are different than women, of course, but we are not separate species. We are not we don't have to live 11 years less than women. And this is the point I want to also consider in my today lives on TikTok, because unfortunately men, and this is why they live mostly why big not only but mostly why they live less than women, because of the lifestyle. Unfortunately, why? Hey, women are mostly slim because they want to look beautiful for men, right? They less smoke cigarettes on average, less smoke cigarettes, less abuse alcohol, less abuse drug, other things. So they lead more healthier life. They live more healthier life than men, and we are not separate species than women. That we are condemned to live 10 years less than women. Hey, we are close to 2026, and I must recognize also in my head, because this technologies is coming. This technologies is coming, and this is I am sure that around year 2045, maybe 2050, we become biological immortal. We become biologically immortal. This is 100% certain. 100% certain. And here in Poland live close to 40 million people, which 8 million peoples still smoke cigarettes. And this knowledge that we will become biologically immortal is for free. You just only can shake Google. By the way, I 5 years ago, when I came across work of David Sinclair, Aubrey de Grey, Ray Kurzweil, it was by mistake, because I would like to. Back then I like to lose weight. Okay, I like to lose weight, so I searching on the internet how to lose weight. What should I avoid to lose weight? And back then I came across of work David Sinclair, and it's completely blew my mind. Hey, blew my mind. And 95% people don't know what is coming, and it is big. It is big. What is bigger than not dying? I ask you this question. What is bigger than not dying? Because we dreamed of immortality for 1,000 years. For 1,000 years. And now this dream will come true in maybe less than 20 years. And in Poland, 8 million out of 40 million people still smoke cigarettes. Still smoke cigarettes. So, by the way, I smoke cigarettes like 15 years, because when I was teenager, I do care of my health very much. I practice sport, like Gennady Stoliarov, my friend from Facebook. I participate in. By the way, at age 15, I finish my first marathon. So I was long distance runner at age 15. Today it's you can participate in marathon only since age 18, but it was different times. It was more than 20 years ago. So in my teens years, I pay attention of my health. Then, of course, started my student years. I go to university, and you know how look like people, how look like student life, right? So party, alcohol, smoking, not only. Okay, I will not more smoking. Okay, smoking. So, and in my 20s, I completely forget about healthy lifestyle, and it was progress. I getting fatter and fatter because I didn't move at all. I ate junk food, I smoked cigarettes, I abused alcohol. So I did everything wrong. And at the age of 33, it was almost 5 years ago, I was completely devastated. Okay, by my lifestyle. I was completely devastated. I felt pain in my back. I couldn't move. I was overweight. I smoked cigarette and abused alcohol. I did everything wrong. And back then, they came across of this gentleman, David Sinclair, And I am grateful for that. I am grateful for that. I am also grateful for people I meet on my Facebook from a longevity community. So yes, and I do hope to extend my life. I do hope, and I believe that it will happen. I am 38. My parents are close to 70, and I do believe that they have also pretty good chance to encounter these technologies. One of the I put my hope mainly on X-Prize. I'll talk about this many times, but I will recall this to myself and also to you. I put my health in the X-Prize health span. It was X-Prize was started by Peter Diamandis. X-Prizes by in many areas, and in 2023 it was launched the biggest X-Prize health span, and they gather the most brilliant scientists around the world. Among them, I need to check them. Among them, George Church, David Sinclair, more than 600 teams around the world, and they compete for prize for more than $150 million. And I do believe that we will have many data from those competitors for winning team, but also those who compete. And they predict it will finish this X-Prize health span in 2030. So if everything will go right, and everything will be fine with this data, with I think that in the next 10 years we may encounter really first effective, because today we have fully statin gene therapies, some BioViva doing great job, which, by the way, I have Liz Parrish as my friend on Facebook. You see how important I am. So today we have many already therapies, but what we will see in the next 10, maybe 15 years, it will be magical. And life, I always said this in my posts in Facebook, other social media, that in the year 2050, we all will be young, beautiful, and with the hope we will look in the future. I am sure of that. And we don't have to wait next 20-25 years. We can do something right now. There are many things we can do now, not only when it comes to healthy eating or exercise or give up smoking. 8 million Paul still smoke. And what is bigger than not dying? There is not such thing. Because if you are alive, even if your life sucks, if you I don't know, don't have work, if you have other problems, you can change this. But if you are dead, you can't change anything. And if you have life, you can change everything. So this is my main message for today. Like I said, today's topic of this live on TikTok is singularity, and singularity will happen in 2045. But I also post this on my social media because many think that singularity is the highest point of our development when it comes to technology. Many see singularity and what next, okay? But I think that singularity will be just beginning. Singularity will be just beginning. When I was a kid, when I was 12, 13, I like to go to library. I'm sorry for my English. I like reading books, okay? I like reading books. And my favorite author, which you may know, was Stanislaw Lem. Stanislaw Lem. He wrote, for example, Solaris. And back then, when I was a kid, you must consider I was born in 1987. First smartphone was released by Steve Jobs in 2011. And many of my TikTok friends, they are young people. They don't know life without smartphone, without computer. But when I was kid, when I was 10, 12, 14, hey, we chasing after ball, we playing basketball, football. We don't have smartphones, we don't have cell phones. I don't have computer till I was 16. And it was very primitive computer. And many things changed since then. But like I said, I like very much reading fantasy, sci-fi books. Amongst other, Stanislaw Lem, he was Paul. And I thought that what about his writing, it's a pure fantasy. I like to read that. I like very much. But like it was pure fantasy. And thanks to technologies that are coming in the next 10, 20, 30 years, our life may be like sci-fi film or book. Because it will be really magical. FM 2030, which book I show you recently. Look, I have only a couple books here because I am at work, so I can't take with me all my library. I'm sorry for my English. My English is terrible. I'm sorry for that. But FM 2030 believe that the year around 2030 will be a really magical time. Everybody will be ageless and have great opportunity to live forever. And he believed in this back in the 1970s. So, hey, and now in 2020, close to 2026, many people still don't believe in this. And this guy This guy believed in this back in the 1970s. That's why his real name was Feridun Esfandiari. He was Iranian American futurist author. He do believe in this back in 1970s. But from what I see around me, unfortunately, many people still don't believe in this, despite they have this knowledge is today free. Because back when I was kid, I need to go buy book or go to library and read. Today we have smartphone. I have only my smartphone, which, like I said, I have my first primitive cell phone at age 18, and many young people from my TikTok friends don't understand this. They don't understand it because smartphone, first smartphone was released by Apple in 2011. 2011. I was 24. I was 24, and it was not a smartphone like today, right? So this is really coming, and if you are from my TikTok friends, you are young, but think about your parents, about your grandparents. Think about them, because they need these technologies. And I think I need them too. I think I'm closely need them too. And that's why I support all this stuff. By the way, if you like, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. A link is in my bio on every social media, on my TikTok, Facebook, other stuff. Because when somebody asks me in year, say 3000, in the year 3000, hey Adrian, what are you did when it comes to life extension, longevity, back then in 21st century, when when maybe some scientists, some authors, for example, authors of these great books, Jose Cordero and David Wood, they need support. Maybe they need your support. So I will back then tell to my great children that I start my YouTube channel. The name of my YouTube channel is Longevity Revolution, because what we will see in the next 10, 20, 30 years, it will be real longevity revolution. We now know that humans, men, can live around 120 years, and it is good start, because we made many mistakes when it comes to our health since we were children. Maybe this mistakes was made first by our parents, okay, by our parents, when it comes to our health. But then we made more and more mistakes. But I do believe the longest lived person on earth was Jean-Louis Calment, French lady. She died in 1997. And she was 122 years. 122 years. And she smoked cigarettes till 116. till 116 she smoked. So I think that maybe if she doesn't stop smoking, she will be live longer. She will be live longer. No, just joking, just joking. And she eat kilograms of chocolate because she loved chocolate. So all they loved ones said that she smoked and she eat kilograms of chocolate, but beside that she was very active. At the age of 100, at the age of 100, she still ride a bike. 99.99% of us are dead and lying 3 meters underground at age of 100, but she still ride a bike. So beside of smoking and eating kilograms of chocolate, she was very active person. So we know that we in history of humanity we have also couple examples. People live to 119, 118, 117. So we know that around 120, okay? We know that around 120 is within our reach. Without even longevity technologies, okay? We know that. 120 is within our reach without even longevity technologies. But this is a good start point, because the average life expectancy in most developed countries is around 80, 82, 84, maximal 84, 85. So it is 35 years gap between today average life expectancy and our biological capacity. Because it is around 120. And thanks, I do believe, because many of you can't accept today, this is for today, can't accept talking about immortality, okay? Because this is, how you can talk about immortality? We are still have many conflicts in the world, around the world, and you talking about immortality. Many people are killed, many people die of hunger. But hey, we need to start somewhere. And 120, which we have in our DNA, we have the capacity of 120. It is good start. So I propose this. Let's make technologies that will be available for all of us, that will allow us live at least 120. And when this will be possible, I will come to your home at your 120 birthday, and I will ask you if you really want to die. And I will be sure that in this point in the future you will say no. And we will have this technology to even greater extend your life to 200, 300. One of the men I admired when I started my discovery about longevity was Roy Walford. Unfortunately, Roy Walford is no longer with us. He died in which year he died? I think it was 2001. He was a professor from UCLA, United States, UCLA, and he was practicing caloric restriction. He wanted to live to 120. Actually, he wrote a book, How to Live to 120. He was the one of the participants of Biosphere 2. So my Facebook friends from longevity and life extension movement will actually know what about I'm talking about, and he do believe in this. Well, back then Roy Walford talked that we will have capacity. It was even before Jean-Louis Calment, okay? It was before Jean-Louis Calment. So he talked that if you were on calorie restriction, you restrict amount calories you consuming, but at the same time you consume the right amount vitamins, mineral, essential amino acids, you can live to 140, 150. Today we know, it was a couple decades ago, today we know that 120 is like maybe 125, okay? 125 is sailing, okay? So it is our upper limit, 120. But we do hope in this kind of technologies, and it is coming. So when my great grandchildren ask me in the year 3000, hey grandfather, what did you to support this kind of treatment? By the way, I have 20 years younger friends on my TikTok, people 20 years students, 20 years younger, and you will become immortal for sure. It is not even the matter of some dialogue or something. We do hope people like me or older like my parents, we asking ourselves question, hey, like Jose Cordero, I'm sorry, Jose, always said, are we last mortal generation or are we first immortal generation? Are we last mortal or are we last first immortal generation? And this is the question also for me, because this technology is coming, and you, my TikTok friends, you will become immortal for sure. But this is the question for us older people: will we also benefit for this kind of treatment? And yes, I do have hope. I do have hope for extending my lifespan. I do mostly natural method. I am mostly into natural methods till now, because I am not that old. I'm 38, so I am pescatarian. Okay, I said this in my recent life, that I am mostly pescatarian. I'm pescatarian. I mostly eat vegetables. Okay, I mostly eat vegetables, fresh, unprocessed, not cooked. Because today we are eating very, very strange things. As you may, not for longevity, for sure, not for longevity. Here in Poland, we greeting people with bread and salt. This is here in Poland, our traditional, our traditional welcoming people with bread and salt. And this is only symbol of diet. Bread is certainly not for longevity, or pastries or cookies or bakery goods, or salt or flour or amphetamine or smoking. Here in your stomach only accepts like this. This is coffee. When you eat apple or eat carrot or celery, from this kind of food, your body get juice. And this juice is transformed to your bloodstream. Of course, I'm not doctor. In your bloodstream there is no juice, but what you get from eating bread. And we pray to God. Almighty God, give us bread. People eat shit. I recently watched on YouTube, and this is very important because I will end my live on TikTok because it's up to 1 hour. All diseases started in your body 30 years before you actually develop disease. So if you get cancer at age 60, you probably work for this cancer when you were 30. If you get Alzheimer at age 70, you probably work for this Alzheimer when you were 40. So it's not like it happened yesterday. Of course, it is always worth to give up bad substances, give up smoking, alcohol, and you will always benefit from this. But keep this in mind. If something started in your body, disease, when you are 60 or 70, you work for this for 30 or 40 years. You work for this for 30 or 40 years. And at the end of this life, very important, because almost everything, there are some genetic diseases, okay? Progeria or some types of cancer, or there are some genetics, okay? There are some genetics. But 93% science, this is scientists claim that some say 85, 19, around 90% of your health depends on your lifestyle choices. 90%, not 20, 30, 50. 90% is epigenetic, not genetic, because we have DNA, but epigenome is the reader, okay? Like David Sinclair explained to stupid people like me. 90% is your epigenome, the reader of your DNA. So I always said this. Have you ever seen fish who has diabetes? Think about this in the nature. Have you ever seen fish that have diabetes? I'm sorry, my hand is shaking. Now, have you ever seen fish that have diabetes? Or have you ever seen fish that have heart problems? Have you ever seen heart disease? Or have you ever seen fish that have dementia? Natural rate of cancer is 5%, 5 to 10%. Today, scientists predict that in this generation, 50% of people will develop cancer. 50%. And where is other diseases? So consider this. Consider this. Have you ever seen fish that have heart disease? 95% of diseases that we humans have are not in the nature, okay? They are not in the nature. Fish don't have diabetes. This is our lifestyle. This is our lifestyle. Fish don't get diabetes. Fish don't get diabetes. 95% of diseases are because of our lifestyle choices. So consider this. Like Jose Cordeiro said, do you want to be the last stupid people that die, or first immortal people? And this is coming. So when someone asked me in the year 3000, what did you do to spread this message, I will say this, that I made this life, and I try to spread the message about life extension technologies that are coming and longevity revolution, because this is the name of my YouTube channel. So I will be very grateful if you would like to subscribe. Thank you very much for today. I am here at my work. Sometimes I have more free time at night, so I record this live. So thank you very much. Please take care of your health, okay? Take care. I was not perfect also either. I made many mistakes when it comes to my health, but then I came across of this great gentleman, and I said to myself, yes, I will be immortal. And you can too. Okay? Bye.